Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we've got a unexpected project. Definitely was not looking forward to this ever happening. So I bought my Yukon. I actually traded in an F-150 for this Yukon, traded it straight across. So own that Yukon outright, and I've had it since February, I believe. And I was heading up to North Dakota to go to work and made it about 300 miles up the road and lost the lifter. So I was able to get a U-Haul trailer, able to get it home. So anyways, what we're doing right now is I just moved the Blazer over to this side of the garage so I can get the Yukon in here on the lift. Just got to clean up some stuff here. Give me plenty of room to work on this. So what we're doing is we're doing a DOD delete, getting rid of those lifters, putting LS7 lifters in it. I got with Texas Speed, put together a package. Not sponsored by Texas Speed at all, paid outright for all of this stuff, but I appreciate their assistance, walking me through what they thought would be the best for it and not getting wild. I'm not looking to build a hot rod out of it, but we are gonna put a little bit better cam in it since we're gonna tear out the cam anyways, right? So yeah, I've got all the parts in the house. I actually ended up flying up to North Dakota for work, and all the parts were here a few days after I ordered them. So they've just been sitting here waiting for me to get home. So yeah, we're gonna get all this taken care of in here, kind of organize some things. I've let it slide, just being lazy. So I'm gonna get some things organized, cleaned up. Things out of the way, like the 4L80 here. That was going to be the next project, but we got to get this thing back up and running. So we'll get that out of the way, and we'll get the shop cooled down a little bit. It's like 102 already here, so nice warm weather. We'll get the porta-cool going, and we're going to start tearing into this engine. So we're going to have to tear the whole top end apart. And I need to drop the oil pan as well, because I am going to put a new oil pump in it while we have it tore apart anyways. The crappy thing is the thing only has 103,000, maybe 104,000 miles on it. And I've babied the hell out of it since I got it, but I got it with 96,000 on it. So I haven't put a lot of miles on it. But that's the price we pay when we buy used vehicles, right? So enough rambling, and I'll get this taken care of, get the Yukon in here, and then I'll be back with you guys once I get it situated over here on the lift. So we'll be right back. All right, so got cleaned up a bit in here, got the Yukon up on the lift. So we're just draining the oil right now. I'm just letting it drip out. Probably gonna just let it sit for an hour or so and let it do that. And then we'll just, I know it's dark in here. I need some light. I think I need to go run to the store and see if I can buy something. I need something to make this a little easier to see under here. Anyways, all of the oil pan bolts should be fairly easy. Not too difficult to get to, I guess I should say. So we'll have to at least loosen all those and try and drop it down to get the pickup tube out, or unbolted, I guess. We'll have to see once I get all of the accessories off and the pulley pulled and the front cover off. Need to get all that off, then drop the pan, see where we're setting. So I'm gonna run to the store, grab a couple things, see if I can find like one of them underhood light bars or something that I can make work under here. I don't know, I'll find something that'll work. And we'll just let this drip out a little bit more, and then we'll kind of go from there. Once that's done dripping, I'm gonna lower it back down and start ripping everything off of the top end. So we'll get some video of that as soon as I get back and get going on that. So we'll be right back. All right, so I'm not sure where I stopped. Forgive the loud fans, you gotta love the desert. Give you guys a little perspective, I live about an hour and a half northeast kinda from Vegas. So we're down here in the freaking desert, and right now it's I think last I checked it was 103. So I forgot to, well, I got wrapped up in working on this and didn't start the camera. Didn't even cross my mind, but I got the intake manifold out of there. I can't remember if I showed you, I got most of the accessories undone and everything, so I still need to get that AC belt off. I gotta figure out how that works, but right now I'm gonna actually disconnect the radiator hoses and drain it. But I did want to show you guys something. I never knew this was a problem until I was watching a video the other day and they started talking about it. But on these this generation of engine, these bolts for this cover tend to be loose. So I mean, that can be a problem because the O-rings inside seal, and that's where you keep and maintain your oil pressure. Well, I promise you I have not done a thing to this other than put this socket without a ratchet on it, and look at this shit. Hand tight. Not even hand. I'm sure, yeah, I can turn them by hand. I haven't gone all the way back, but every one that I've touched so far has been finger tight, and that's an issue. GM should probably step up their game. You know, they have common failures with this engine, with the DOD and everything, or the active fuel management. So those ones, that one's loose, that one's tight, tight, tight. So these back three, yeah, the back three, I cannot loosen, but every other one is freaking finger tight. And that's pretty ridiculous, guys. I don't know what you guys think, but I hope someone from GM watches this video, and I hope they're ashamed of themselves for that. They should probably do a little bit better quality control selling so many vehicles. But the fact of the matter is these big motor companies really don't give a crap. As long as if they're selling vehicles, making their money, they don't give a crap what happens once that vehicle leaves, especially once it's past its warranty. So anyways, I'm going to get set up. I got a toad underneath there already. I'm going to break this lower radiator hose. Let me get some light in here. So I'm going to knock this off right here. The very lower part of the radiator is kind of hard to get to, and I'm hoping that I don't have to pull the whole radiator. I'm hoping I just have to pull the fans out of the way. That would be awesome. And then we'll kind of see as we're pulling the cam out how much room we have, but we should be pretty good once I get the fans out of the way. So anyways, I'm gonna break this hose loose, and then I'm gonna break these two hoses loose for the heater core. This one actually goes up to the reservoir, so it'll drain that out, and it should drain a good portion of the heads and everything out. And then I got to disconnect this once it drains all that out, move that out of the way, And once these are disconnected, I can move them out of the way and free up some more room on this side. And then we're gonna start tearing into the cylinder heads, getting those off, and loosen the last 3 bolts on this, get the cover off, and then we're gonna just start tearing shit down. So anyways, I think I'll get the tripod out and just kind of set up a time lapse, and we'll go from there. Alright, so it appears like I lost some time-lapse footage here, but whatever. Kind of baffled right now. Usually when you lose a lifter, one of these would kind of be floating, and nothing appears to be floating. Except for I still got to check that very back one, the exhaust port, because it's actually in all the way right now, so that would be full stroke. But even on full stroke, if the lifter was stuck, there'd be some slop in that, so I'm pretty sure. I don't claim to be an expert by any means. I'm just hoping once I get these cylinder heads off that this isn't something larger than a lifter, because that would really suck if it was a rod bearing or something. I really don't want to get that far into it, but I guess we'll find out. So anyways, I'm gonna pull all the rockers, get them set off to the side. I mean, this engine looks super clean inside. It just blows my mind that all of this is going on. So anyways, I'm gonna get the rockers pulled, and then we'll get the push rods pulled out, and then we'll start ripping off the cylinder heads, and we'll see what we have. So I'll be back with you. It looks like I lost quite a bit of time-lapse footage there, which kind of sucks. So but yeah, I mean, we've gotten pretty dang far on this, so we'll just keep plugging away and we'll see what we get once we get these cylinder heads off. All right, so let's get the lowdown. First off, we got everything tore down to the short block. It is the next day, so I was out here for a while last night getting everything tore out. So we got cylinder head there, cylinder head there. Kind of keep everything separated for what side it goes on. Pulling everything apart, the lifters, everything looks amazing on it, actually. I don't know if this is a thing or not. I don't know if the lifters will stick and unstick, because it wasn't constant noise. Like, it would do it and then it wouldn't do it. So I don't know what the hell, but all of the rollers look amazing. I went through, rolled them all, didn't find a single flat spot anywhere. The cylinder heads look amazing. So I'm boggled as to what it is. So what we're gonna do, I still need to get the fans out, so I'm gonna get that done right now so I can get the rest of the front end pulled apart. I'm gonna lift it up in the air, get that crank pulley pulled, and start working on getting the front cover off. Once we have the front cover off, then we'll start pulling out that cam. I'm pretty sure the cam's amazing, but I've already got that L92 stage 2 cam from Texas Speed, so I am gonna run it. I paid for the parts already, they're already here. The engine's already tore apart, so I'm still gonna proceed with doing everything, and then we'll get a tune and we'll get her fired up and see what happens, and hopefully everything's resolved from that. But yeah, I didn't find a single lifter, I didn't find a single rocker that was loose. All the push rods look great, none of them were bent. It blows my mind. So yeah, that's the progress right now. So like I said, I'm gonna get the fans out of here, kind of open that up. I'm hoping that I don't have to pull the radiator here, but even if I do, it's empty. Just have to disconnect these tranny lines. I think that's all that's hooked to them, is just transmission lines. So, oh, there's a few lines. Oh, I think it's actually power steering lines and transmission lines. So we'll have to disconnect those, and if we have to pull the radiator, we'll see though. But yeah, I'm gonna get to all that stuff and I'll be back with you. All right, everybody, welcome back. It is a new day. I got quite a bit, well, I got a little bit done yesterday. Obviously, I got the radiator, fans out, got all those lines disconnected, which means I'm gonna have to fill my power steering and transmission up a little bit once I'm done. I do have the crank pulley out, so I need to get that unwedged. Had to find a way to wedge it so I could actually break it loose. So I got the bolt out. Right now I'm actually getting ready to pull the crank pulley. Now I'm gonna get these bolts knocked off here. I don't know if I have to pull that or not. I guess we'll see. Well, yeah, we're gonna start working on getting this front cover out of the way, and then get the cam out, and then see what we got to do to work on getting that new oil pump on. So anyways, once I get that off, I'll do a little update, but I think I'm gonna make this into a 2-part video. I've already got quite a bit of footage just for the teardown and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna do this one, and then I'll do a video putting it back together, and then I'll probably do a video once I get the tune uploaded and get it running and all that stuff. So anyways, I'll get this pulley off and get that front cover off and see what we got to do to get a cam into this baby. So I'll be right back with you. All right, so we got the Yukon back up in the air. The oil pan dropped down. So we already got the pump off. Just got to put the chain back on. Well, I got to put the cam in, cam gear, all that, get the chain back on. Use the LS2 tensioner instead of that conglomeration of crap. And yeah, we'll get all this squared away, start getting it put back together. But like I said in the last segment, I'm going to do one of tearing it down and then one of putting it all back together. So let's let me lower this down. And well, I don't need to. What we still need to do, tear the valve springs out of the heads, put the new springs and retainers in. Here's a new oil pump. I actually already had this on, the oil pump, but I forgot to put the chain on. Rookie mistake. So anyways, had to take I actually had the oil pan all bolted back up and everything. So I had to take that all back down and pull the water pump back out, or oil pump back out. Holy crap, I'm struggling today. So anyways, we'll end the video here, and we'll start the next video with putting stuff back together. I doubt if I'm going to show you doing the springs and retainers. I've done a couple videos on that, so you can go back and find them. But yeah, we'll get this sucker put back together. I didn't even think about it, but to get the tune, I need to get the base file off of the computer. Right now I can't even get it off the computer because I have so many sensors unplugged. If I try to even turn the ignition on, it's going to throw tons of codes into the computer because of everything that's unplugged. So future reference, if you ever do this, make sure to get that before you do anything else. Another rookie mistake. I'm sure you guys are all smart enough to know that. So did get some new lights hung up in the ceiling. It's actually pretty dang bright in here. The two big ones I had put in are like 28,000 lumens. The one in the center there's 10,000. And I got these two little guys down here now. So it brightened up the garage tremendously and makes life a lot easier for working. But enough rambling or jibber jabbering or whatever you want to call it. We'll end it here. If you guys like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. I want to thank anybody that's made it this far. I want to thank all my subscribers. Every single one of you mean a world to me, and I hope that we can get some more to join along in this journey. So we'll see you in the next episode for the Yukon.